Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Let me ask you, is Chase starting to become better than Navy Federal? The reason that I'm asking that is because Chase, they just launched a new credit builder card. Okay. So, with people with no credit and trying to build their credit and stuff like that, Chase just announced a new credit builder card. Now, let's talk about the difference between Chase and Navy Federal so that we can actually get the gist of what's happening. So, with the Chase Credit Builder card, you have to actually go inside a Chase branch in order to get access to this card. So, you go inside, you open up a checking account, $250 to get the card. And then after 6 months, you after 6 months, they review to offer you an unsecured card. Now, here's the interesting thing about it. Chase easiest credit card to get is the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. So if you have a not so great credit, because Chase wants you to have at least a 660 to get one of their cards, or you to be banking with them for at least 6 months or longer in order to get one of their cards, right? And so even if you don't have no credit, but you've been banking with them for at least 6 months, you can get, more likely have a higher chance of getting the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, okay? Which is an unsecured card. So the Chase Rise card is what it's called. That's their secured card. And after 6 months of review, it turns into an unsecured card. Now, other than student card, Chase student credit card, the Chase Freedom Unlimited card is your easiest card to get. Now, the reason I'm saying that, looking at Navy Federal, so with Navy Federal, of course, in order for you to even get access to any of their products, you have to become a member, right? Now, so understanding that you have to become a member, we always encourage you to try to go for the N Rewards card. Now, the reason that we tell you to go for the N Rewards card is because usually it's like $200, right, for this secure card. And you use it, and then usually after 6 months, that Navy Federal card is becomes an unsecured card for $2,000, which turns over to the Navy Federal Cash Rewards card, right? So that's the first unsecured card with Navy Federal, all right? Now, here's the thing about it. Like with Navy Federal, you can get a credit card, depending on your relationship, with a 580 credit score. So, and that's because you may have a good internal score and a good relationship. And the way that we always talk about that internal score is that you are actually multiple accounts with Navy Federal. So that's like your direct deposit, savings account, flagship checking account. You may have a money market account, but definitely having that N Rewards, the pledge loan, and you have a business, having a business checking account. So your internal score with Navy Federal goes from 100 up to 450, right? With Navy Federal, they use FICO 9. So Navy Federal using FICO 9 TransUnion, and I always tell you that your FICO 9 is your easiest credit file to build up because you can add authorized users on it, right? You can add authorized users. You can add utility bills, subscriptions, rental payments on it in order to build up your FICO 9 score. Now, here's the thing about it with Chase. Chase pulls Experian. FICO 8. Now, here's the interesting thing. They will give you a TransUnion FICO 9 Vantage score. They'll give you that for free. But when they're pulling your credit and stuff, they're looking at your TransUnion or Experian FICO 8 scores, okay? And they don't acknowledge like your authorized users. They don't acknowledge your authorized users, rental payments, subscriptions. So that's the challenging part with Chase. So that's the reason it's much easier to get a credit card with Navy Federal, a high limit credit card. So if you're trying to get a higher limit credit card, definitely Navy Federal. But here's the flip side of that. Because Chase offers other credit cards that definitely have a better potential. Because say that you finally get up to a 680 credit score. Now you have a 680 credit score with Chase, then you're able to go for some of their other credit cards, like their Chase Slate. Their Chase Slate credit card, 18 months with no interest. Okay. Now with Navy Federal, they have the Navy Federal Platinum card, and which is 12 months with no interest balance transfer. But the challenging part of that, the easiest part of that, again, it's a FICO 9, so you can go in with a lower credit score. Where with Chase, you have to have at least a 680 or higher. All right. Now, in terms of membership with Navy Federal, that's the thing that really sucks for a lot of people, is that they know that, okay, how do I get in? I can't get in because I don't have a military family relationship. And here's a key entryway to get in. If you have a roommate that shares the same address as you, and they are a member of Navy Federal, that's an opportunity for you to join. Now, one of the things I continue to tell you guys, do not buy a Navy Federal access code off of the internet, okay? Because if you get in, definitely and they're not a member, or they just got this number without being actually issued. It's like somebody giving a CPN saying it's a social security number, right? You know it's illegal. And so many people are trying to use a CPN to get credit cards with Navy Federal and these other banks and stuff. And they're telling people, yeah, it's legal, it's legal, it's legal, right? Why the FBI says it's legal or whatever. But then you don't have access to the FBI documents as well. So you don't know what is classified as legal and in terms of a CPN. And the reason I know this, because I've been around the credit industry over 2 decades. Okay. And so I know a lot more about CPNs than a lot of people that telling you how to use it or whatever. You have to, please, for your own sake, and to keep from doing anything fraudulent, stay away from CPNs. I'm just telling you that off the bat. It's very dangerous and you can get yourself in some trouble. I'm telling you that. The comparison with Chase and Navy Federal, the Chase credit builder, like I said, 250, you have to go in branch to get it after 6 months. Then it becomes unsecured. But in terms of the amount it comes unsecured for, they said it potentially doubles. So that's only $500, right? However, like I said, with the Navy Federal in rewards, then with the Navy Federal in rewards, look at that guy, is coming in early for some golf. You know, it's $200 plus 6 months, $2,000. All right. Now, if you have any other questions about business funding, personal credit funding, or removing negative item off of your credit, click the link in the description. Thank you.